It's time for Dog Soldier Tactics, brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend.
Hey everybody, Steve Kreiner, the Dog Soldier here. I want to take just a quick second and answer a few questions. A lot of people send me emails, they send me messages on Facebook, they contact me through YouTube or Instagram, and they're constantly asking me, what about Howling Coyotes? Well, a couple weeks ago I put a video about the Dog Soldier hand calls, and I have an open reed collar, an open reed howler, the Dog Pound. It's a great howler, but a lot of people say, well, I see you howling with your hand, how do you do that? Or I see you howling with the diaphragm, how do you do that? Well, first of all, I want to take just a quick second and tell you about a set that I handle at tacticalpredatorhunter.com, and it's the set of diaphragms I use, the MFK diaphragm howlers that I use. And I want to kind of just talk just a quick second, I'm going to keep this a little short, about how I use them. Now, I wanted to come out and howl on a fresh diaphragm. I wanted to come out and howl on a fresh 2-reed comp diaphragm, and I wanted to do some canine and stress on the Pup Screamer. I wanted to do it with brand new diaphragms. That way, all the variables are taken out of it. So this is exactly how you'll get this set from me. If you order this set, and I'll put this set on the website tonight, I haven't figured up the prices yet, but it's going to be like at $45, I think, $40 for 3 of them, and you'll get a little bit of a discount. You can get the Dog Soldier Elite, the 2-reed comp howler, and the Pup Screamer off tacticalpredatorhunter.com separately, but you can also order the set. Now, this is the set I've had with me for the last four seasons of Dog Soldier, and this is how I use them. So, first of all, I want to talk about howling. Now, when I sit down at a stand, 90% of the time, the first thing I do is introduce a subtle coyote. That's how I do it. Now, you guys have seen some episodes down south with Tory Cook and MFK game calls. They get very aggressive, and I've started implementing some of them tactics, but usually I'm really subtle, and it's as simply as taking a diaphragm howler, setting down, just something real subtle. A lot of people ask, how do you use a diaphragm call? Well, since we're talking about howling, I'll tell you how I do it. First of all, to learn how to howl, and I won the world championships in 2010 howling on a diaphragm. It took me a hell of a long time to figure it out before then. So to bark, I always just say, hut, hut, hut. Now, my barks don't sound as good as some of the competition callers that are around today, like Tory Cook, Dave Stucks, Jason Grossclose, some of them guys. I mean, they sound really good. But a hut is all I do. Just a few barks. If you can't bark, that's fine, because barks usually do tend to show a little bit of aggression, and used wrong, in my opinion, can kind of foobar stuff up. So a lot of times I'll just sit down, just long, drug out howls. Now, I'm not trying to be fancy. I don't have my amp horn with me. Usually I have a Buffalo amp horn that makes it a little bit louder, but that is plenty loud. One thing about it, you cannot be too loud. If you've ever had a coyote howl 10 foot from you, it'll blow your eardrums out, so you can't be too loud. The Dog Soldier Elite has a special elastic blend, and it's very recognizable. It's black with yellow reed, and it's really easy. I mean, it's user-friendly. I designed this about 4 or 5 years ago, and about anybody can howl on it. It's 2-reed. It's very simple. It's thinner reed, but you can do virtually, not every sound, but you can damn near live with just the Elite. But if you want to step up your game and you want to start introducing different coyotes or different sounds, that's where the 2-reed comp comes in and the Pup Screamer. So this is the Elite. You can also flip them over. Sometimes it makes them easier. That makes an awesome cat sound. That cat sound won me the world probably in 2010. That and my coyote fight. Does awesome puppy whines. The cat sounds, the howls, and the puppy whines are awesome out of the Elite. So I also carry a 2-reed comp howler. This is a 2-reed comp howler from MFK. Now, I do remind you can buy these separately on tacticalpredatorhunter.com. So depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes if I don't have my dog pound, or there's a lot of times I'll have my dog pound howler, the open reed howler with me, and I'll howl, and I'll answer myself back with the Elite. And then there's some sounds I can make on the comp howler and put in a different coyote. Every sound is different. And these coyotes, I believe when they're hearing their sounds, they're hearing different coyotes. So now you heard that break in there. A lot of people thinks that sounds like crap, and you know what? If we was on a comp stage, I probably wouldn't do that. But I've had coyotes out in front of me just like almost like they're screaming. So if you break, just go with it. Or I don't have a reed or a horn with me, but if you want to sound perfect and you want to try to win the world championships and you want to do it with the diaphragm, the 2-reed comp howler was designed for it. And here's what it sounds like when I'm really buckling down trying. You can do about whatever you want on a comp howler, along with the Elite, very user-friendly. Now we come to the Pup Screamer. If you guys like coyote distress, which you can do on the 2-reed comp, you can do on the Elite, but this thing is built to scream. Now, a coyote will come to coyote in distress. I've probably killed more coyotes with a coyote in distress sound than I have any sound that you can ever get on an electronic collar, diaphragm, open reed, or whatever. The coyote distress takes the cake. Can't live without a Pup Screamer. So that is pretty well exactly what I do on a stand. I sit down, I start the stand. With an Elite. If I want to change it up, get a little fancier, I put in the comp howler, whole different coyote. Might answer myself back with the Flex Tone Dog Pound open reed. And then at the end of a stand, or even in the middle of a stand, or you might throw in the Pup Screamer right after howling and just put in a couple yips before you go to a distress, like 2 coyotes may be fighting over the food. Wait a little while, but after every stand, I finish up with a canine in distress. You hear that gravelly pup in distress? You cannot get that anywhere else from any other call on the market. MFK Diaphragm Howlers. I've been using them. This is my 5th season now. I'll admit I tried to design my own howler and I couldn't do it as good. So me and the MFK boys hooked up. We come out with the Dog Soldier Elite. And then of course they got a whole array of diaphragms to meet any of your need. And they can't be beat. More championships under their belt and under their brand than anybody else on the market. If you like what you heard on this video today and you want to get the exact set that I carry, go to tacticalpredatorhunter.com. The Pup Screamer, the Elite, and the 2-reed comp howler. Once again, I'm Steve Kreiner, the Dog Soldier. Peace out, homies. I'll catch you down the road. And remember, like this video, subscribe, and share. Peace out.
Dog Soldier is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition and Repeating Arms, Caldwell Shooting Supplies, Bog Pod, Tripods, Bipods, and Supplies, Optical Dynamics, Long Distance Illuminators, MFK Diaphragm Howlers, TacticalPredatorHunter.com for your Dog Soldier approved gear.